Hi, I'm Dan Frontier, the Veteran Services Coordinator for Erie Community College. I wanted to welcome you to your new unit, your new place where you're going to conduct your next 2 years of study to move from service to scholar to graduate. I want to tell you about the things that we offer here at the college, ways that we're going to help you, different systems you're going to have to work within over the next couple of weeks as you get prepared to come back to school. And the first one I want to talk to you about is why are you coming back to college? Why do you want to be here in the first place? And if you haven't made a complete decision over what you're going to do with the rest of your life and done a career assessment, I'd like to talk to you about Focus 2. You can go to our ecc.edu website, and on the right-hand side of the page, you'll see a drop-down menu. From that drop-down menu, please select Career Resources. Once you open up that link, it'll bring you to a website that looks like this. In the center is Focus 2, shown here in the red circle. Open up that link, and it will take you to a page that says either Log In or I'm a new user. If you are currently an ECC student, you can log in here using your username and your password. If you're brand new, please select New User and follow that to this page. Your access code is CATS, K-A-T-S. That's our mascot. Plug in your information, hit Continue, and you'll be here, beginning your self-assessment. They're going to ask you some questions. It takes about 30 minutes to complete. And as you're going through the assessment, in the upper left-hand corner, it will begin to populate different job and career choices you may want to consider. At the end, please print this out. Bring this in with you, and we can have you talk to a career advisor to see how those job choices match up to educational career paths, which match up to what your future could look like by going through ECC. Let's talk also about the VONAP program and getting qualified and getting your certificate of eligibility for your GI Bill benefit. If you are attending ECC using your GI Bill, remember right now there are 7 different chapters. Each one of them has their own separate small nuances and different pieces to them. You'll see represented in these boxes are the many different categories ranging from the current post 9/11 GI Bill to a program that helps dependents attend college. To apply for these benefits, you'll need to go to the VA site, which is listed in the upper left in the red circle. At the bottom of that site, you'll see a link that says Apply for Benefits. Tap on that, and it'll bring you to this portion where it says Veterans Online Application, VONAP. Please select the I'm a new user and begin to process through the application. Now, even if you're coming back with a CAC card, Erie Community College does not have the ability to read your CAC card, so we'll need you to start off as a brand new user. Follow their steps, select your chapter of choice, plug in all the information they're asking you for. It's demographics. They want to know who you are, where you're going to school, what you did before the military, and what your plan is afterwards. It's just their way of building up the program for future use. At the very end, it'll say complete, and it'll give you a tracking number. Please make sure you document that tracking number, as it'll be key for us if there are any questions. You'll also want to make sure that you've logged down your user ID, which you will create, and your password. If there's a question or you have to change something, those are the only ways we can log back into the system to help you do that. In approximately 3 to 5 weeks, the regional office for the VA will send you out a notice of eligibility. This will detail for you which chapter you're in, what your benefits are, how long you have to use them, and how you go about selecting the college and providing that information to the college for use of those benefits. Now, a couple things that really are important about this. You need the certificate of eligibility for us to be able to do anything. If you're a dependent of a veteran, you'll also need to bring the DD-214 of that veteran with your certificate of eligibility, because we have to document that information. We then want to talk to you about the ECC program. How do you apply to us? So to begin your application to Erie Community College, you'll need to go to our website, which is www.ecc.edu. It's located in the red circle in the upper left of this slide. We'll then need you to select the Admissions and Registration tab in the center of the page. Once you've done that, it will take you to a screen that says Create an Account. That'll be on the left-hand side. It's shown here in the red circle. Please tab there and open up the screen that'll look like this. You'll need to input your name, an email address, verify the email address. What we're looking for at this point in time is we're going to search our system and create a profile for you. Once you've done that, it'll take you to a point where it says Apply Now. We'll need you to go through the system, make your application, The key points to put in during your application are providing your first and last name again, your social security number, your language of choice, and your country of origin. Those are critical points because it is part of our tracking and does require input in there, otherwise the system will freeze up. Now that you've completed your application, there are some key things you're going to need to follow up on. The first is to make sure that you've submitted your high school or GED transcripts to the college. These are a critical piece because SUNY will not allow us to enroll you unless we have those documented in-house. And they must include your transcripts and documentation of scores. If you don't have a copy, we can help you to locate one. In some cases it's very difficult to do and there is a fee involved, but we'll do our best to help you. Another key component is to make sure that you submit your military service transcripts. For the Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, this can be done by going to the Joint Service Transcript Request page, which is jst.doded.mil. You'll follow the steps and it'll take you through submitting them. Please make sure when it comes to a point of saying where do you want to send these, you select Erie Community College at 121 Ellicott, Buffalo, New York 14203. That will allow them to email your military transcripts directly to me. If you're a member of the United States Air Force, you'll need to go to the Community College of the Air Force site. And on there, you'll request an official copy of your transcripts and have those mailed to the college. Again, you'll want to have it sent to Erie Community College at 121 Ellicott, Buffalo 14203. Now that that's been completed, you've taken your placement test, which is something I want you to go online and use our links to find the practice tests and the time to do this. Don't be intimidated by it. It's a very easy test that's going to allow us to assess where you stand. Many of us haven't been in school in a while, so we'll want to make sure we know what additional help we're going to need. Please take a look at this slide that talks to you about matriculated and non-matriculated students. As you're coming back for your education, you need to be matriculated. You need to select an educational path of choice. General studies, law enforcement, auto body, nursing, something that gives you a very specific career path and very specific educational path. The reason being is the VA, in most cases, will not pay for a non-matriculated student. It's a key point to have. Additionally, a non-matriculated student, you may be taking classes all over the place and not have anything applied directly into your degree plan. And this is a degree plan. This is a generic degree plan from our General Studies program. And it's something that when you sit down with your advisor after you've been accepted, you will be able to sit down and create a schedule for the semester. I'd like you to bring a copy of this with you to the office when you sit down with us to do your entrance packet to the Veterans Affairs. This way, we'll always have something to refer back to help you stay on target of which classes you need to take when, how, and why. Plus, it's a great way to plan. You'll know that this semester I'm taking English 110, next semester I'm going to take English 111, and build on the foundation that you've set for yourself. I want to talk to you about what you need to bring to our office once you've applied to the school and been accepted and are ready to start classes. When you come in to see us for the first time, we really need you to bring your letter of acceptance from the college, your certificate of eligibility, your DD-214, and that's a critical piece for us because we need to see the certificate of eligibility and your DD-214 to know what benefit to make sure you're enrolled in and to help you identify other benefits. If you've served in Iraq or Afghanistan or in a Persian Gulf since 1991, you may be eligible for a New York State Veterans Tuition Assistance Award, which is a great piece to have in your hip pocket to be able to use for additional education. Plus, there's other scholarships that are out there, many things that are available to help a veteran, a reservist, a National Guard, or a dependent pay for their college. So when you're coming in, please make sure you bring that information with you. We're going to send you then over to the registrar's office and make sure you've got a copy of that schedule. It's real critical for us because we want to go over your career and academic plan with you. We're going to talk to you about what classes you can and cannot take. We do not want you to enroll in a class just to fill out your schedule that the VA won't pay for. They're very specific in what they're willing to pay for and how that has to apply into your program. So we don't want to put you in a position where, wow, I've taken a full year, the VA says they won't pay for it, or it's not applicable to your graduation. Because ultimately my goal is to get you from where you're standing right now to the point of graduation, handing you a red, white, and blue cord and then kicking you off our campus. I know it sounds rough to say that, but it's just like back in your other units. Come in, get acclimated, serve with us, learn the things we can do to help you be successful, the different partners we have in place to make sure you're successful, and then move on with your life, move on with your career. Let's talk about some of those partners. Well, first, our first partner you're going to run into is going to be the admissions office. They're going to be the people that are going to work with you on your application, make sure everything's squared away. They're going to accept you to the college. From there, you're going to be going most likely over to the registrar. Registrar is a key place to go. Please make sure you get academic advising. This isn't easy to do on our own. When I tried to do this on my own many years ago, I took classes I didn't need. The VA turned around and said, nope, we're not going to pay for those. That was a bit of a hit to take that expense, so I need you to talk to an academic advisor. Really critical information to make sure that you have the right classes in the right sequence. You're going to talk to the financial aid office. Now, you'll do your FAFSA application online from home. Again, online from home. Do not do that application. Ask us to do it on our computer or do it here in the computers of the college, because it's your social security number, your personal income information, and stuff that you don't want on a general computer. You'll file for your Pell. A couple days later, you'll file for your TAP. If you're using the new Post 9/11 GI Bill and you have 100%, you won't get TAP, so let's get that up front right now. But shortly after that, you're going to be able to come in and see the people in financial aid and talk to them about where your money is, what you're eligible for as far as TAP, Pell, or a student loan. When you're returning to college for the first time, New York State requires you to submit certain medical documentation showing your shots that you've had. As a veteran, if you're within the last 10 years of service, you can very easily do that by bringing your DD-214 to the nurse's office. They'll giggle a little bit when they realize all the shots you've had that most normal people don't get, but they'll be able to check mark you off on that station, you're good to go. If you're more than 10 years out of service, it's very easy to go over to the VA, have them draw a titer, a T-I-T-R-E. The titer will allow them to say, yep, you've had all these different shots at some point in time. They'll give you a report, you bring it in and square it away at the nurse's office. Critical information to have on file. If you don't have your nurse's information in, your health records, you'll be dismissed from the college 2 weeks in. You've got to have it to stay. Okay. Veterans Access Center. Each one of our campuses has a veterans-only space. It's a space where you're going to be able to go to and get connected to our outside partners, get connected to our tutors, get connected to other veterans that are here on campus. Our outside partners include people like the Vet Center. They come here to do counseling. The VA Hospital, which comes here to do medical outreach every single semester. People like Goodwill. They come in and do job help, helping you to connect to different jobs that are out there, along with the New York State Department of Labor. Additionally, we bring in specialized tutoring through our Warrior Transition Program. These are people that understand how to tutor military. They understand that we learned by seeing it, touching it, having it mentally and verbally reinforced to us. They know how to do that and help us with it. There's tutors available for every single subject. Guys, you're not alone, okay? When I first returned back to college, I struggled. I took a college writing course just to get myself back online, and I found someone who could teach me the way I could understand it as a veteran. We learn differently. We adapt differently. We're going to walk into a classroom and there's going to be 20 to 30 other people. Some of them are going to be 19 years old and going to be texting away. It's going to drive you crazy. What I need you to be able to do is come in and talk to us. Talk to us in the office. See these wonderful ladies who are here as your certifiers, because they're your first person to support you through this. They'll connect you to me. I'll get you connected over to the Vet Center or get you connected over to the Warrior Transition Program to help you adapt to being in this new position, a student. Because it can be sometimes a scary thing. Now, if you're struggling in a class, keep in mind that we have tutors for every single subject that's out there, and they're great people. Some are going to be other students. Some are going to be people with some gray hairs like myself who are going to teach you like your senior NCOs did. We'll reinforce it. We'll help you through this process so you understand, hey, this is how I learn. This is how I'm ready to accept this information and how I can make it forward. And also, please, talk to your professors. There's going to be points and times when the bright lights in a room like this start to affect my eyes and give me a headache. Being in a classroom with other students may make me a little fidgety, a little antsy. I may still be in the National Guard and get deployed. Superstorm Sandy of last year, we had 12 of our students leave abruptly on a Monday morning. Talk to your professors. Talk to us. You're going to get my email information at the end of this, and that's the quickest and easiest way to get a hold of me. When you do that, I'll go to bat for you. I'm here to be your platoon sergeant again and welcome you back to a unit. But ultimately understand this. We're a service of the college. We're not the VA. We're not here to process it, answer the question why you didn't get your check. We're going to help you with your paperwork. We're here to help you. We're here to help you build your puzzle. But I'm not here to make that puzzle for you. So when you're ready to come back to school, you're ready to take on one of our classes, and go from service to scholar to graduate. There's no better feeling for me than to hand you that red, white, and blue cord, say thank you very much for your service. Now get off my campus and get on with your life. That's what I'm here to do. Welcome to your new unit here at Community College.